Attention. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Welcome to meeting number 292 of NITK Bihive. So before we proceed, let me remind you all to keep your mobile little silent so that would not be a chance of any distraction. So I allow you 5 seconds for that. Gentle remain, fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster International is a neutral platform which is getting a superpower to become a great speakers with the confidence, positive learning, and many things. So with that, we need your support in terms of keeping silence, not cross-talking, or maintaining silence and allowing others to go ahead with their speeches or what. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, this is a platform which
Provide support in learning.
okay, this is a platform where we provide support your learning and positive energy. And with this, I would like to take honor to introduce a new president, introduce a Shah Rukh Khan of the NITK, who knows a superpower of a living life, which is Toastmaster Habib.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome you all to the new year of Toastmasters. I welcome our guest, sir. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Prasenjit Banerjee, old school friend of us, and yes, I'm a German expert and attached to the IT industry for almost 30 years now. In Germany also, for 34 years. Right now I'm in Bangalore. I have been helping companies in collaboration with Germany, business, technology gateways and everywhere. And also I teach the language, the German language. I also be a panel of the German-India Roundtable Berlin chapter, the Indo-German Chamber of Commerce India, and also I have the honor of introducing the Euro-India Corporation Exchange Program in IIM Bangalore and Kolkata way back 98.
Thank you very much, sir. Please be seated. Today, as we have changed our room, we don't have the board here to say, it's written in very small letters. The theme is threads of tradition, and the word of the day is transition. Threads of traditions remind us of the culture that is not stored in museums. It is worn, spoken, and celebrated and passed on every day to one another. Each generation adds its own stitch, a new idea, a new voice, a new way of living. Yet the fabric remains connected with our past, whether through clothing or language, festivals, values, or stories. Tradition is a living thread which continues, and today the transition is inevitable. It continues. With this, I would like to introduce our PMOD. He is a civil engineer by profession, and I consider him to be an Iron Man. He takes shots with the right decision. Sometimes maybe other feel good or other may not feel good, but he is a very dedicated Rotarian also. And I would like to introduce our TM Modi of the day, Toastmasters Anand. Please welcome. And with this, I would like to open meeting number 292. A very ominous way of introducing me. Threads of tradition. This is the season of Shankranti. This is the season when everything new starts off. This is the season when light starts taking over the darkness, where we have days with more light hours than the dark hours. So, and this is also the time where a transition is happening in NITK Bihive, where the new XCOM is taking over from the old XCOM. And I do congratulate the old team, which did some wonderful job. Coming on to the theme of the day today, what is the speciality of Shankranti?
Cutting of the harvest.
New beginning,
Harvest season.
beginning of the harvest season,
Beginning of festivals because we got more money to purchase.
beginning of more festival seasons.
This is in astronomical sense, the sun changes its path from one dimension to another. I don't exactly. Uttarayana. It moves towards north.
Most of the country celebrates, it's called as Vaishakhi, so many names. Pongal, so many names.
Yeah, the
Celebration is the same.
the sun goes down all the way to the Tropic of Capricorn, and then it starts back. That is why you have Shankranti every year on the same date. It's more threaded and stitched into the traditions of astronomy more than any religious features around it. So it's the day when the sun is at its lowest in terms of the northern hemisphere. It's also the end of the winter sessions that is going to come. So now we're going to transit into the summer seasons. And Uttarayana, as it is called in Gujarat, Pongal, as it is called in Tamil Nadu, Lohri, as in Punjab, and many names, each having its own significance. And as you rightly said, it's also the beginning of the harvest season. The same way, it is season for us in NITK Bihive to start from being a toddler in speeches to go transit into a much more uh, validated speaker, a much more accomplished speaker. And with this fantastic team of speakers and members of NITK Bihive, I am sure this is not something that we cannot achieve. Thanks to Ralph Smedley in 1924, he brought up this Toastmasters organization to see that people know how to speak, and it's also one way of inculcating leaderships. Same way, for an organization to have reached 100 years in existence, it must be supremely organized. And our meetings also are equally organized. The Toastmaster meeting, for the benefit of our guest, is split into three parts. The first is the prepared speeches. The second part is the table topic events. And the last one is when everything that's happened in the meeting is evaluated threadbare. That's how the meeting starts and ends. For doing this organized meeting, we have some role takers also. Today, may I ask our role takers to introduce themselves? The R counter.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the delegates. So I am taking the role of accountant. As a accountant, I will monitor and observe all the speakers and note down all the crunch words and the filler words like but, so, you know that, and as well as some kinds of sounds, and also submit the report at the end of the session. Thank you. I encourage everyone to use the less number of crunch words and the filler words, and good luck for all your speeches.
It's like hitting road bombs. Road bombs. If you use those crutch words, it's going to make your speech sound very horrible. And usage of good language is also another nice way of making your speech sound nice. So for that, we have a grammarian, and today's grammarian is Caroline.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
I'm a grammarian for today. English is a beautiful language, and this, when you speak it with flair, it's going to be amazing, even to the listener as well as to the speaker. Today, as a grammarian, I'm going to be monitoring your sentence structures, the flow of your speeches, the grammar, the adjective, adverbs, nouns, pronouns, etc. All the building blocks of English language. So I wish you all the best and happy speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline. And for any meeting to be of any substance, we should also have our eyes set on the time. We can't overshoot too much. So today we have somebody who's going to keep showing his timer at us. And today's timer is Mr. Vikas Agrawal.
Good evening, Toastmasters, dear guests. So, as time is precious, I'm here to update the timing for each species, like the table topics. So, like green is the minimum for taking a speech, and yellow is the like halfway you are into your time, and the red when I show that at the end of the speech time. Still, we give you some few seconds to complete your speech. Please maintain your time. Thank you.
So with all the counters manned and loaded and ready to strike, let's start the meeting. Today our first speaker, the only speaker today we have, is a comparatively new but very accomplished speaker. Her journey in Toastmasters started just a few months back, but the progress that she's made is leaps and bounds. And she's gone on to a level where you can call her to be a more professional speaker than when she started out. We have Ruxana today giving her prepared speech, and it will be evaluated by our presiding officer. May I introduce you to our presiding officer, Habib, who is also the evaluator of this speech. Can you give out the speech intent?
Toastmaster Ruxana will be giving her speech today. Her pathway is motivational strategies, and she is giving a speech on L1 P4.
Fantastic. Ruxana, the stage is all yours for your wonderful strategies on motivation.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I want to share a story of my niece, Safia. A story that started in a small town called Napoklu, where life moves slowly, but opinions move very fast. On one unforgettable day, a little premature girl was born. She came into the world rushing with a lot of excitement to meet people. But life didn't greet her with the same enthusiasm. She was tiny, she was dark, and in a world obsessed with a fairness cream and beauty filters, she didn't fit that picture perfect baby image. People started judging her appearance even before she started learning to speak her first word. She was surrounded by comparisons, whispers, and questions she had never even asked for. Slowly, she learned to shrink herself, to avoid gatherings, to avoid people, to avoid mirrors. One fine day, she found that place where she felt safe, books. Books didn't judge her, neither measured her. Books became her escape, her world, her comfort zone. Then something drastically changed. Maybe the pain became too heavy. Maybe the urge to prove herself became very strong. So she decided to focus on her studies with a discipline far beyond her age, and her efforts paid off. She became the first girl in the entire family to crack Navodaya entrance exam, and she joined Navodaya school at Madikeri, which was one of the best schools of those times. Hostel life wasn't easy for her, but it was much better than facing the criticism she grew up with. She worked really hard and eventually cracked CET as well. And then she made history. She became the first Muslim girl from Coorg to crack medicine, to get an MBBS seat, and that too a free government seat in Father Mullah's Medical College, Mangalore. The girl who was once dismissed for her looks was now going to be a doctor, confident, capable, unstoppable. Soon she completed her MBBS, and finally, as usual, the family began the traditional search for a perfect marriage alliance. A match was found. Everyone was happy. She hoped life would finally be kind to her. Life had other plans. Her parents soon sensed that she wasn't happy, and once when they visited her home, they discovered the truth. She was being mistreated. Without hesitation, she was brought back home. The marriage ended, her dreams were shattered. However, her spirit did not. In the middle of all this, she chose something extraordinary. She chose education. She pursued her master's in psychiatry, not as an escape, as an empowerment. During this journey, she got another proposal. This time it was much more respectful and much more compatible. She again married, choosing peace and partnership. Meanwhile, she completed her MD as well, and then she started working in Honavara. Everyone was happy and satisfied. Deep within her, she wasn't. She always felt that she is meant for more. With only courage as her baggage, she moved to Bangalore, and in Sahakar Nagar, she started a small clinic called as Mind and Brain. Slowly, her practice grew, her confidence grew, and her vision grew. Soon, she achieved many never even think of. She started her own hospital in Kodigehalli, called as Mind and Brain Hospital. All these while raising three beautiful children. Three kids, a hospital, a clinic, a specialization. If multitasking had a champion, it was her. Today, she is one of Bangalore's well-known psychiatrists, Dr. Safia, respected for her expertise and admired for her resilience. The girl who once hid behind the books today is the woman people look up to for strength. Fellow Toastmasters, beauty didn't define her, society didn't define her, circumstances didn't define her. She defined herself with her choices, with her education, with her persistence, and with her refusal to give up. She was born uncelebrated. However, she built a life that truly deserves a standing ovation. It does not matter how your story begins. It matters how fiercely you choose to rewrite it. Thank you.
That's a good strategy to get motivated on.
that was a wonderful story. Very emotional indeed. Nicely spelled out by Ruxana. With that, we come to the end of the prepared speeches session. And as part of the tradition goes, flying the kites is also part of this season. Why is the kite flown? Some say the higher it goes, it is one way of reaching out to the gods. Some say when you have a bounty of people, a community comes together and celebrates, it's one way of building the bond. But for me, it was always vitamin D and maybe a lot of fun and fanfare with my beautiful kites out in the field. The same way, table topics is also like flying kites. You don't know which kite is coming towards you, which kite is going to hit you, and you never know how to manipulate or overtake or navigate the kite that's coming near you. So today's table topic master is again going to be our one and only Ruxana. She is always known to come out with some extremely well thought out, ideated questions, and I'm sure we'll have a fantastic evening today on table topics. Over to you.
Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Our theme today is Threads of Tradition. When we hear the word tradition, we often think of something old, something passed down, something fixed. But in reality, tradition is not just about the past. It is the invisible thread that quietly runs through our daily lives. It is in the way we greet our elders, in the festivals we celebrate, in the food we cook, in the stories our grandparents have told us, and even in the values we carry without questioning. So let's quickly begin the activity table topic session. And for the benefit of the new members and the guest, table topic session is an impromptu speaking session for 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll be giving a topic. On that you have to talk minimum for 1 minute to qualify, and maximum time will be given as 2 minutes, and buffer time you get is 30 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds totally, and you cross 2 minutes 30 seconds, then you're disqualified. So this is the way it works. So who wants to go first? So here I've just got a small twist. I'll give you two choices. So don't think too much. Go with your instinct. Left hand will be, you have to raise your left hand for the first option and right hand for the second option. So who wants to go first? Come Naveen. Naveen has... Okay, Naveen, for you, the topic is festival at home or vacation during holidays. What do you want to select in this? Okay. You have to talk about festival at home.
Vacation during holidays.
During holidays. You have to elaborate on that.
Very good thing.
No, vacation at
During
home is
holidays.
Yeah.
Vacation at home is there.
Festival at home. Vacation. Going for vacation during holidays.
You mean the trip?
Okay. Thank you for the correction. Yeah.
Fellow Toastmasters, advance happy Sankranti to everyone. Let me tell you why something is most prominent in this society. Where we are actually living, it is something is slightly corrupted. In this corrupted world, where we get to see everyone is taking advantage on their own ways. So at that point of time that we can see the happiness that when we are celebrating like this kind of a traditional festivals, that will definitely give you happiness if you try with your families. Let me tell you what, my family, I'm the one who always being irritated with this kind of a festivals and also a lot of difficulties in terms of spending too much money and seeing all the people and guests and many people. But I found happiness one fine day when we were celebrating along with our school friends, along with our old neighbors and my old family. When they all gathered, at the same time, they were feeding sweets. They were also telling a lot of good stories. They were also contributing a lot of things, and especially, so my family was very happy when we see everyone filled with all the people inside of my house. So that was the change in my life I got when I look at this kind of a festival with a happiness. It does not mean something that we have to go with a narrow mindset, but that is something that we have to go by helping others, learning as well as becoming better version of ourselves from any situation. It does not mean only for Sankranti, any type of festival. Dear friends, let's share the happiness with this Sankranti. Thank you so much. Back to table.
You, sir. So, our topic will be touching elders' feet or saying a respectful greeting.
Saying respectful greeting. Good evening, Toastmaster and guest. I am Pankaj Rathod, new member, and first time I am speaking in front of so many people. So just okay. So the topic I choose is like saying greeting to one. Friends, the kind word, the sweet word is the strategy to win hearts, to to make people happy, to join with a larger group. So no doubt touching feet is also a respectful symbol in the family. But what if your heart is not going with that? Definitely you should see that the other people feel respectful, and same can be done by expressive way. So one of the expressive way is to make them to feel them that yes, you are respecting them. So greeting is one of the way. Definitely you can, when you greet it, when you uh, say greet it, he will feel himself happy, or he or she, whoever, and they will understand. When you express you, they will understand that yes, it is uh, you are giving respect, you are giving you are with them, you are loving them. So this all see, it's an expressive way of gratitude to the other person. So always greeting is better than I cannot say better than, but it is important. What I think is, it is very important way to understand, to express your way. Thank you. And back to
Who wants to attempt next? Chandrasekhar. Handwritten invitations or WhatsApp invites?
Go for the second one.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp invite. So I directly connect the topic WhatsApp invites to the Bangalore traffic. Okay, I think all this WhatsApp invite started become another new tradition or a trend in Bangalore to avoid the Bangalore traffic. Earlier, I would people used to come and visit each and everybody's house, or they used to even drop a card or the invitation card when the people are not there at home, and again make a phone call saying that when I visited your house. But these days, covering for any event or any function at home, the entire Bangalore in the radius of 30 kilometers, is a horrendous job, and it is unimaginable stress and the tough the stress that people undergo whenever they want to invite all the relatives and friends in Bangalore traffic. So thanks to WhatsApp, now people can send invitation without any hassles and make spend time for all other arrangements to have the decoration or the event management and everything, and also invite most of the relatives without crossing all the roads or the jams of Bangalore. So these days, people are not taking as a, the negative things. You're not personally visiting my house, and they respect the WhatsApp invitations whenever the relatives or the friends call for the function, and gracefully they're going and attending those functions and blessing them without having any ego clash or the disrespects. So WhatsApp invitation has a blessing in disguise, as especially people who are staying in the metro cities or in the to avoid traffic jams. So this is what I've observed, and recently my cousin is invited for his housewarming next Sunday, and I'm definitely happy to visit him and have a wonderful lunch and bless him on his new house. Thank you.
If you don't mind, you can share the same WhatsApp invite to us also in NITK Bihive group, and then we all join you for the housewarming ceremony. So who wants to go next? Caroline? Yes. Joint family or nuclear family?
Very tough topic personally for me because I'm living with my dog and I should not have stood up for this topic. But I would say a setup where you live close to your families, but not exactly a joint family, but
You have to select either one.
yeah, I'm thinking out of the box. Yeah. I understand the question very well. It's nuclear family or joint family, right? So that we should always strike a balance between the two, and that is what will create harmony in life. So I would prefer same neighborhood, probably even the same apartment complex, but on different floors. So that is typically between a nuclear and joint. So this way there will be no conflicts or misunderstandings. Plus, you'll have a separate kitchen, and the secret non-veg eaters can cook their secret non-veg food in their secret, in their not so secret kitchens. And the people who are on diet and yoga and meditation can have their own kitchens. So it's basically, I'm sure that every joint family, especially the ones who claim that they're all pure vegetarians, I'm sure that there is a secret non-veg eater. So why to hide and do things? So if you have your own space, then you're free to do whatever you want. And during special occasions, maybe you can gather in the arena, a special community clubhouse or whatever to catch up. So I think this is my take. And honestly, if you were to ask me, I would prefer not to get married and have a family. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Caroline. Who wants to go next? Anand sir. Wearing traditional clothes on festival or wearing anything comfortable?
Traditional clothes on festivals. When you're talking about threads of tradition, wearing the traditional clothes matters a lot. It's like going back to your roots, reliving your father's memories, reliving your grandfather's memories, going through the tradition that your younger, um, that you enjoyed while you were a child.
And the traditional clothes are actually designed based on where you live. Anything comfortable, even a stretched jeans in the heat of Bangalore, is something that's not advisable. Lungi is the best, and the dhoti is the best. Nothing could be more comfortable to have a lungi dance or a kite flying festival on your festive day. And the dhoti, the shalya, or the traditional wear, as the traditional attire, as we say, has been so designed with so many other things in mind that it makes a lot of difference and it gives the flavor to the whole occasion. For me, wearing traditional clothes, not just in the festive time, maybe when we are going to a temple, matters a lot. Over to you, Toastmaster.
I would request the guest to take up. You can attempt, sir. Okay, I'll give you the easiest one. Family stories from grandparents or YouTube stories.
Obviously, the family stories I'll go for.
Okay.
Why I said family stories? Because that's what we have gone through all this, our childhoods and all, great grandparents and all, education family. We learned a lot on that. So you get to know of your roots, of your culture. Why I said that's better? Because it just you had got to carry that forward. Yes, and in today's world, this century now, what we are going through now, we imbibe the negative of the Western world through YouTubes and every way, through the internet. Yes, you use it, catch the good things from it. And the biggest drawback that from the stories that we have seen on the family stories and all, we lose track about ourselves, our time. We Indians, IST, but yes, there's plentiful. I think I can't. I'm not getting any ideas in mind now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. A new member. Mr. Reddy. Toastmaster Reddy, sir. Okay. Uh, home cooked traditional food or restaurant food.
Home cooked traditional food. Good evening, Toastmasters. My name is Chanakeshu Reddy. This is going to the first speech in the Toastmasters Club. Home cooking food is always good because I like mudde, ragi mudde, soppu sar because I've been there in the my hometown. Even if I get a chance now to eat a biryani from the hotel, a best hotel in Bangalore, and if I get a ragi mudde and soppu saru, I prefer that than the biryani. Because the tradition, as the today's topic is also the tradition, I've been a part of the family where we used to go to the fields. Uh, we have to go to the. I used to go as a shepherd also sometimes during the holidays, and I feed the cattle during the morning or before going to the school. All these traditions are there in my blood, so I always prefer the home cooked food is always better for good health. Now, the health is more important than the wealth. Everybody knows that. And if you have to keep the good health, have home cooked food, which is always good, and also you will be fit enough to do your regular activities. I am 61 years old now, but people say you are 55 or 50 because of the habits, because of the things. It doesn't mean that I don't do the nonsense things also. I do that, but always, always I go back and eat food whatever I want to eat. So home cooked food is always better than the. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. CK instead of PK. We don't have PK today, so we have CK here.
Great speech, great speech. Great speech.
Toastmaster Vikas. Traditional music or modern music?
Always traditional music. Traditional music, it connects us. What I enjoyed, because those days were my actual time, the main time of my life. My childhood, maybe my adulthood started that time. So those were time when I had so much of time to listen my music. Still those music keeps on ringing in my head. And still, if I cross some street and some music, that's some kind of music is going on, I just take a maybe a second, stop and just listen the words. So it attracts me so much. So I'm like a die-hard fan of my traditional this thing. But the new music, I'm not able to understand, maybe lack of my knowledge of language or maybe the words. So I'm not able to get it. So I like the best. And the traditional thing always, like the music, it connects me. It's like reminds me of my childhood days. Maybe my, if some of the I have spent some time with my friends, some special music was there. So I remember those times. So that is the main, still when I go, in the evening when I go for my sleep, I try to like play those songs on mobile just to, and I can't explain what a type of happiness, a type of in-depth the in-depth motivation you can say, or I feel like laughing. I feel, man, I may be sad, but still when I listen to it, I'm so happy. So I always feel happy for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikas. Now I would request our Amitabh Bachchan to please take up the next topic. मैं बोला respecting traditions as they are or updating traditions with time.
Respecting traditions as they are or upgrading?
Updating traditions with time. क्या करना चाहते हैं सर? आप बताइए आप
I've got the first one.
Okay.
Respecting traditions as they are. Okay, to all the Toastmasters, the topic that I've chosen is respecting traditions as they are. See, we belong to the era where we have experienced a lot of traditions, isn't it? Of late, what I see is those traditions are getting lost. They're getting neutralized. So many times I feel, what are the traditions that our forefathers had built? Why it was built? So if we have a chance to Google those traditions also, you will find so much of knowledge in it. Why those traditions came into being, what is the benefit of it, how it evolved for a period of time. Today's generation, what happens? No one knows what traditions are about. Why Pongal is celebrated? Does anyone of our kids know about that? Why is Valley being celebrated? No one will know about that. For example, even I will not know the entire meaning or the science behind that. But if you go back to these old people, you will see that they have got so much of knowledge with those traditions and how to celebrate those traditions. I am sure you will enjoy those festivals and those traditions much more once you know about it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our President, Mr. Habib, Toastmaster Habib. Sunday family lunch or Sunday outing?
Unfortunately, none of the above. It's almost 20 to 25 years now. Neither I had any one of these two because Sundays is compulsorily I have to be there in the store. Yes. So sometimes, but actually that's a very big disadvantage you can say because I give leave to my staff and one staff will be there with me. The advantage is that I give leave to the staff so that they can do their work. And in case if I don't give them the leave, then again they will take the next day leave or sometime they may not come in routine. That will disturb my whole work setup. And the unfortunate thing is that that day there is that day there is like not much of work, but still I need to be there in the store because other people cannot handle it. So this is the situation I am like facing out from the past 15 to 20 years. So now I could not answer any of your questions. Thank you.
Money on Sunday.
Eats money.
With that, we come to an end of table topic session. Whether we choose either of the options, we all carry the tradition in our unique way. Thank you.
I want to enjoy the table topics.
Yes,
As a Rotarian, I keep finding this very, very important. I keep telling that every time I go for some function and I'm called up on a stage, I make a list of what is to be spoken. And the first man who comes in speaks something, two of my points are gone. The second man who comes and speaks something, 3, 4, and 5 are gone. And by the time I go and start talking, I don't even know what I should be talking on. It's almost always a table topic. And today, Ruxana, you did a great job. Nice way of bowling googlies with your left hand and your right hand also. Came out very well. And some of the way the new members tackled the thing was fantastic. And I'm sure it's not easy. The table topics are not easy. The thought process doesn't just flow in. It takes a little bit of practice. Maybe when you start talking on table topics for continuously for about 2-3 months, or let's say 8 or 10 meetings, that's when your thought process knows exactly, or it's conditioned for the thoughts to flow in, and you are a better speaker. With that, we come to the end of the second part of this meeting. And today, our meeting is going to be evaluated by our Amitabh Bachchan of our club, the mentor, the senior man, Santosh Kejriwal. Over to you, sir. And also Mukesh, for that matter, when he starts singing, yeah. The stage is all yours, sir.
Great, thank you so much. Good evening to all of you once again. So, for the benefit of our new members and the guests, what is this session all about? General evaluation. In this session, I am going to evaluate, give my feedback on the entire proceedings of today's meeting. What we did well, where we should have improved, and what we can do going forward. Am I clear with that? Yes. So let me start off with the first set of evaluation. Now there is only one speaker today, only one speech, which was evaluated by Toastmaster Habib, right? Toastmaster Habib, can I have your evaluation for the first speaker. Come.
Thank you, sir. Quite an emotional and motivational speech given by Toastmaster Oksana. I have always observed that you give speeches which are based on your real stories which you have given so far. Why she was disturbed or mistreated, or you have given some uncelebrated, some a few words you have used. But later on, in the very later stage, I came to know that why she was mistreated. That you could have little bit elaborated more, maybe because of skin color or something like that. Even I couldn't understand even now also. Why she was
mistreated? She was mistreated in her husband's house.
in the childhood also you told me about
But
something.
that was because of the color.
That you could have little bit given a more, little bit detail more you would have given. The rest everything was fine. You could have used the flow because you were telling some personal story, some like facial expressions could have been more better, emotions could have been more better. Otherwise, everything was fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, my feedback. General evaluator will evaluate the evaluator. It's not supposed to evaluate the speaker, actually. But today I'd like to evaluate the speaker also. Roxana, so you told about that clinic, minds and brains. You know the unique feature of my brain? Huh? We all have two sets of brain, am I right? Yes. The left and the right. So the unique feature of my brain is left has got nothing right in it. And the right has got nothing left in it. That's a unique feature of my brain. So please pass on the number of your friend. I'd like to visit the clinic to check out my mind and brain both, so that it can become more active. So jokes apart, Ruxana, one thing that I've observed, you have become a revolution in NITK. The way you have delivered your speech, the way you structure it and come over here and deliver it week after week, you have become a revolution. Congratulations to you. Whatever our evaluator has said, your facial expressions and other things, I think you should take note of that. Otherwise, I think it's all good. No problem with that. To the evaluator Habib, your first part of the evaluation, when you spoke about the guidelines, couple of things, you must always read out the purpose of the speech. What is the purpose of the speech? Only then it can be evaluated well. So this has to be taken afront from the speaker. Okay. Second thing, evaluator is not supposed to introduce or name the speaker. He or she will have to read out the structure of the speech, the purpose of the speech, and he has to also mention the speech length, 5 to 7 minutes. That's very important. Okay? The TMOD, he will be introducing the speaker in his own way. So evaluator has to just talk that the speaker is going to come next. The purpose of the speech is so and so, so and so, and it is 5 to 7 minutes speech. Wish you all the best. So much is enough. And L1, P3 speech, L1, P4 speech, those things you can tell. But never name the speaker. Right, sir?
Yes, sir.
So let's give a good round of applause to both of them. So before I move forward with the evaluation of other role takers, I'd like to call on the tag team The timer first. I would like to have your report, Vikas Agarwal.
One second. So, like to mention that all of us we talk about several topics, or maybe or Caroline or Prasanji or guests. All of it in the time. Thank you. And your speech, the Sana speech was also still kind of left. Her speech was already to go. And as Sergeant Arm, he completed his 1.7 minutes. Thank you. 1.37.
So for the benefit for the Toastmaster, a timer is supposed to record the time of every role taker. Because
Yes, sir.
Understand this. And you have to spell out the time that was taken by every role taker. The sergeant at arms took 1 minute 30 seconds. The presiding officer, he took 5 minutes 6 seconds. So to read out the time. Okay. That is how the timer report actually comes. So have you got that list?
Yes, sir.
So just read out the time. You don't have to say anything more than that.
Okay.
Sergeant at arms.
Yes, sir. So Sergeant Arm was 1 minute 37 seconds, and our officer, he was beyond the distance, so presiding officer. So he did around 4.5 minutes, and our go for your topic, instant. So, Airways, he was 1 minute 55 seconds. Prasanjit, our guest, was 1.25 minutes. And Santosh sir, your speech was 1.55 1 minute and 55 seconds. And mine was 1 minute 55 seconds. And our Pankaj sir, his was 1.58 seconds. And William was 1.5 minutes. And
Okay.
thank you. Yes, sir.
You are supposed to read out the time with the evaluator also. Please make a note next time, and TMOD also. Okay. Now our next role taker, it is a counter, Mr. Chandru. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, come sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me on the stage. Okay, as an counter, I have observed that there were many ums and off filler words were used by most of the speakers. Myself, Chandrasekhar, I have used three ums 3 times, and our counter I have used 2 to 3 times, and there were many blank spots during my speech. And Vikas Harje has used ums and multiple times. Very less filler words were used by Anand sir and Santosh sir, TM Santosh and TM Anand sir. And the Ruxana has used many blank spots were used. So what I've observed during the many sessions of our speeches and the many sessions of our Toastmaster is whenever the speeches are longer, there are a lot of blank spots. So maybe because the speech length is more and they have got a lot of data points, and when they want to know from which point to which data point they want to transition, there will be a blank spots automatically which comes, and we trying to remember things what has to be spoken more. So the longer speech usually have a lot of blank spots, whereas regular speeches will have filler words like arms and offs. So maybe we have to practice a lot at home and come for all this prepared speech. So in that way we can improve our speeches. This is my thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give a good round of applause, sir. So what is the solution for not using R's and M's? Anyone here? Pause, correct. How will you come across by practicing pauses? Huh? It is very simple. You have to practice. Whenever you get, whenever you're in a fix, you're not able to move forward. Just pause for a moment. Or the second option is give a smile. When you give a smile, you feel relaxed also, and immediately you can tag on to your next word or next sentence also. So try practicing this. Take a pause or give a smile. Carrot for you also. Huh? Okay, it is for you also. Now grammarian, Toastmaster Kerala.
I'd like to start off with Ruxana's very beautiful speech. She had used beautiful expressions, and the transitions were also wonderfully used. Phrases like her efforts paid off, her dreams shattered, but her spirit did not. These were wonderful expressions that caught my ears. And TMOD painted some visual imagery during his session. For instance, kite reaching out to the gods. So we could actually imagine the kites reaching far into the sky. So that actually provided a visual imagery. I think we should all start doing that. Thank you so much for that. And a couple of you used let me tell you repeatedly. So let's avoid that. Overuse of any phrase or words might kill your speech. So let's try and avoid that. And TM Chandrasekhar beautifully connected WhatsApp invite with traffic, and the transitions were really amazing. So, and there was a lot of coherence in the way you spoke. That was great. And you also used some interesting phrases like blessing in disguise. I think we should all start using that. And guest Mr. Banerjee, I think your vocabulary and your speech delivery was excellent, spectacular, and you also use words like imbibe. So these are simple words, but they have a stronger impact, and we should all strive towards using that. And our guest, Mr. Pankaj, your speech was also excellent. Oh, sorry, you're a member. Okay, what reason? Yeah, our new member, Mr. Pankaj, he was very bold, and the confidence level was very high, and that reflected in your speech as well as in the language of the speech. And somebody said, I remember those times. It should be plural. I remember those times. Otherwise, I think everybody did a wonderful job, and there were, we all have a lot of, there's room for improvement, and we should just try to be better than what we were the previous time. Thank you.
Good one. Good on. Can you know what you have this time also? So you have to really work on that. You have to be mindful of it. This will come only with practice. Okay, now the tag team finishes the report. Now let's come back to the start of the meeting. Today, for the series, that is a minute 5 minutes late. Simply because of some of our key members were not able to reach on time. Am I right? Yes. So let us avoid this and keep up a practice of starting our meeting exactly on 7 p.m. All the note takers, like the sergeant at arms, the presiding officer, and TMOD, these three should be available before 7 p.m. I think this is a point. The sergeant at arms and presiding officer will be the same week on week. TMOD will change. So please maintain that time. It will be very nice to start the meeting on time. Now coming to sergeant, Naveen, where are you? What long? So this is the first time that you have done your sergeant at arms. Am I right? Yes. Congratulate you. Very good. You have the courage, Naveen, to come up and take up role and prompt in your role takers. What I observed today is not doing homework today. I will have homework for certain terms. So before you take up a role, or if you are asked to perform a role, homework can come. For the certain term, what are the criteria for that? Anyone here can tell me?
Meeting exactly on time.
Next.
Read out the guidelines on
What are the guidelines? Correct.
no religion, no talking, no
There are,
talking.
there are about four golden rules.
Don't talk about sex and
What are the four golden rules?
Do not use mobile phone and crosstalks. Then second one is do not give speech on politics, sex, and religion. Third one, follow the timings.
Cross talking should not be there.
Correct. Do not enter or exit.
Do not enter or exit when somebody is on the stage.
All these golden rules have spelled out. The senior course certificate also spelled out the fifth one. Smiling. Keep smiling also. So these 4 or 5 golden rules should be spelled out in each and every meeting. I mean, something. Okay. Second thing is, you have to introduce the presiding officer week after week. The same person week after week. Is that an easy job? Oh. How do some kind of this? Can you introduce the presiding officer week after week? It can be 2 or 3 lines. But the best way that you can connect the introduction is take the theme of the meeting. That will give you a lot of I was doing it very well. If you got any doubt, you can reach out to any of the seniors now. Okay? Sure. Otherwise, you've done a good job. Let's give a round of applause to Anand. Presiding officer, Toastmaster Habib, who is also a president. It was his first meeting as a presiding officer. Habib, how did you feel?
I was not 100% prepared because I was not sure about the what happened.
Why were you not sure? Why were you not sure? The presiding has to be.
So Sunday he was busy making money as
The president's confidence should be at the topmost level. And secondly, if you are sure or unsure, it's immaterial. You have to be prepared with your presidential speech. So today we started off by calling upon the guests to introduce themselves. Am I right? Yes. So the last week's minutes of meeting was not something was approved, am I right? Or was it something?
Minutes of meeting were last meeting, sir.
You can always say last week's meeting.
I uploaded the video, but minutes of meetings.
I know, I saw that. You can always say that. Minutes of last week's meeting was not circulated on WhatsApp group. So I want to bypass that. The sentence has to be 2 words. Introduction of the guest, and thirdly is the opening of the meeting, official opening of the meeting. This is into starting also, or in the end, whatever it is. Next is on the theme. I personally felt it spoke very deep on the theme. Please connect your theme to your personal story, to your personal story. You can definitely come out with your personal story. Or any ABC story also is okay. You got about 5 or 6 minutes to speak. Utilize that speech timing. The more you are on the stage, the better you will. Don't come here and think of running away also. Hmm? Be on the stage as long as you can, but within the stipulated time. Right? Chalo. Today I said generally I come to the team at the end, but today I'll do it now only. Quite well connected with some of the and I think that's well done. No doubt about that. But what is lacking or where you could improve is homework. You have to do your homework on the theme. How best it can speech of yours was not that effective in my opinion. It has become more impact, it get more impact. This is the role of NITK.
Yes.
Do that, Anna?
Yes, yes.
No, that's another you.
Always will be appreciation.
After a long hiatus of about 3-4 months, I lost the
But-
second.
Whosoever is a TMOD going forward, please do your homework, see what the theme is, on that. The only you have to transition into the history of Toastmasters. Remember the year also, 1947. Apart from that, what is how many countries, how many membership? It will benefit the new members who are existing. Structure of the meeting, that prepared speeches, table topics, and other things. One thing that I really liked about your table topics when you were introducing the table topic, the example of the kite. So there's a lesson that all of us can learn from the kite. Can you specify that?
Keep always trying. It's going to go. Where the wind goes.
Okay.
From
It's over there.
Canada, there is Godavari there.
Also, know your limits. Also,
Always remember there is the thread which connects. Somebody is controlling that.
That is what I was looking for. Control. Right?
yes.
The moment it is cut, the thread is cut. Then what happens? Where you go and land, no one knows. In control of someone other than you who can guide you. But a good mentor, a good guider, then you will fly high. Otherwise, you will also fall down the kite. Anna, I should thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now, table topic, masters or mistress or external. You're a master and mistress also. You're doing extremely well. I think I must learn from you now. How to conduct a table topic session. When you conducted good topics, easy topics for all of us, very well connected also, I think so. Did anyone have any problem with speaking? No.
I did.
Huh?
You did.
You did. I tell you a problem. I tell you the problem. Friends, Carolyn believes in not getting married and staying alone.
So that is the reason he gave her nuclear family or joint family. That is the reason
I know.
purposely he gave her that.
She believes in staying alone, right? Isn't all. But I am married and I don't want getting married once again. So that's the difference between you and me. So let yourself free. Yes, it is let yourself free and nothing is.
That's why I let myself free, sir.
Let yourself free. So, BA, MA again and again. What is BA?
Bachelor's. Married again.
That's simple. Or I have a degree of MBA.
Married bachelor again. Married.
Married, but
Are you with Chandrasekhar?
I'm married, sir.
So with this, as far as developers are concerned, I have been observing and listening to our new Toastmasters also conquest. You got a great Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you.
So please come on the stage again and again. Definitely you're going to improve. Same thing with NITK Short. So you know the home YouTube, right? You food is the life. NITK we have restaurant food. Why don't you take us home food week after week? Huh? And our guest, Mr. Banerjee. I really will come up on the stage and spoke so well. Good command of English. Command of English. But I think how we speak on a Telugu topic, that you will learn with practice only. Otherwise, it is one of the easiest things in the world, let me tell you. So if you learn to learn those words, improvement waiting for you. Everyone, this world is a learner. Remember that, huh? Throughout the life, we are learners. Isn't it? Yes. So, to keep on learning there, doing something new, something different. Think out of the box, come out of your comfort zone. And if you love this platform, company. We will learn a lot from you actually. Okay? So all of you let's give a big round of applause. So with this I will say I come to the end of my general evaluation. Thank you so much for the back to you.
Hope you all enjoyed today's meeting. And our Amitabh Bachchan is not just an Amitabh Bachchan. He's a doctor wielding a sharp scalpel. When he starts evaluating, you don't know where he cut and when he cut. And you will know it only after the cuts are made.
As the season goes by now, and as the sun starts from the Tropic of Capricorn and starts moving north, as the Uttarayan starts, it's a time of transition, and it's a time of transition for the good. Most of the new work starts now, and it's supposed to be an auspicious time to be in. The same way, the new transited XCOM team, even though we are trying to find our stepping stones and trying to take care of the teething problems, I'm sure we're going to be there, right up there, pretty fast. With the colorful kite festival coming up, with the huggi being cooked in a couple of days, and pongal there to be tasted, let's have a great time forward. With this, I hand over the stage to our presiding officer, President Habib.
So today, I think you must have experienced the threads of tradition, what we are going to learn from our seniors. This is the transition which happens over a period of time. And in Toastmasters, it happens every 6 months. A few announcements. Next, we'll be having our next Toastmaster meeting on not this Wednesday, the next Wednesday, which is on January 21st. And one more announcement, I request the XCOM members to register for the training program is going to happen on 17th of this month.
That is offline or offline?
We have to go there. We have to go there. Sir, our guest, I just wanted your opinion on the meeting which has happened today.
It was wonderful to participate here today and get to know you all and learn plenty of things that one can pick up from each and every one of you. I have to learn further. We can connect a lot of gaps altogether.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, thank you very much. I think the first time ever in my Toastmasters meeting that I have seen that we have started our meeting late. Otherwise, our meetings start exactly at sharp 7. We don't miss even a second also. In my 2 years of being in Toastmasters meeting, today is the first time we have seen this, but we'll see to it that we will not repeat it once again. And with this, I end the meeting number 292.
Today, one more thing.
Sorry.
Our meeting is ended on time, first time I think so.
8:30, sir. Sir, one more last. I have just missed out.
What's this? Voting.
Yes.
Today's best single topic speaker is Mr. Chandrasekhar. You can collect your certificate
Next week.
next week. Congratulations.
And whenever Chandrasekhar has come, he has always won.
The best role taker today, any guesses? Huh? Role taker. Carolyn, indeed. It's become so predictable, you know. Without any competition, the best speaker of the day. And when it comes to the Toastmaster, what do you think? He did the good job.
It's not difficult, master.
Sounds so good. I know